The Southward by Southwestern Fest in Austin, Texas, one day named just as a bizarre 1 week of melodic amateur performance, has been a demonstrate for domestic honor and personality promotion. In the history few year SXSW, as he's shortened, has grown up in a technique summit conference, a movie fest and, thanks to the growing presence of overseas governments, a mix of Disney-style paeans to culture sameness and the kitsch of a planet's equitable, in a hard dosage of binge and party. All through Center Austin, domestic travel and trading bureaus include leased out whole restaurants, stick and though homes and modified them, for more than rather than a 1 week of events, in many embassies of civilization and industry. Several domestic airlines include though proposed a fistful of specific non-stop air transportation of their household nations to Austin Fair to assist their residents do the travel to the cardiac of Texas. Denmark-driven Michelin-rated cook Mads Refslund of New York to build Scandinavian-inspired appetizers for visitors to the Scandinavia building and prepare a much-course lunch, in offerings love raw sugary shrimps in fermented plums and sorrel and flame-roasted ivory squash, for choose guests in a individual lunch chamber. We're a really little nation, and the contest is severe, says Anja Hartung, Chief of Industry Growth at Visit Denmark. Yet on the meal stage, I believe we include several powerful offerings. Denmark as well stipulated seminars in Hygge, the way of life and relation how Hartung says is the key to her nationality's joy. For a 1 week and apart in Austin, at Low, each nation at Southward by Southwestern is promotion thing, if he's joy, technique, art or piece of music. The Deutsche House giving Wurst and gigantic pretzels on in a hard dosage of techno piece of music. Belgians Hall serving up air transportation of its conventional grain beers. Australia outdoor in a barbecue side, prawn, barramundi and lamb meat, time a gigantic display replayed scope of an Australia surf contest. The next day it plied visitors in a choice of their top vineyards. But which precisely do the different countries expect to get out of their present there? In addition, of year, the no-to-be discounted prospect for different overseas officials to delight Austin's soft environment and specimen the town's wide range of lunch tacos. He's a large opportunity to show off which's nice on the UK, says Ross Alena, CEO of the UK division for World Trading for Polar America. He's a opportunity to produce specific industry leads, to do new exportable opportunities and new investment. The UK has the largest overseas presence in Austin once again the year, in hundreds of companies and above 1,000 human beings. In comparison with several countries, Alena says, they don't include to be rather as hurrah on their presentations. Occasionally we're very to your face UK, and adhere the banner all above he says. Or occasionally we shove the UK material behind a slight bit since you wish it to be lot subtler. The UK's Discovery admission, for copy, displayed Mexico meal on in piece of music of UK DJs. One of the UK's flagman exhibits, a virtual reality art install named Huge Wavelength, was a cooperation how arose while UK-based Zephyr Laser Treatment Banquet met a Canada crew at recent years Southward by Southwestern. Attending Dawn headsets how let them swim love melodic fisherman minnow or growth over a surrealistic sea as geese fly by and a psychedelic wavelength crashes elevated. Each year new nations exceed the Austin rage. Peru leased out a building on Rainy Road, not too far of Australia's household, a true legation row a few blocks of center. Visitors can present in a gigantic filled llama, get a virtual round of Machu Picchu and sip an alcoholic fantasy named Pisco Toddy. Africa as well has its at first ever present at the fest. A team of African nations outdoor in a deceased night dancing side showing provincial performers, accompanied by a episode of lectures on the mainland's increasing industry enterprises. In a pain on Nigerian technique companies one night, facilitator Aubrey Ruby explainable how Americans and Nigerians include a lot in overall. They both of can be energetic and noisy. They're enterprising and aspiring. As Nigeria grows, they could shape precious industry partnerships. Down there's more than how unites us rather than divides us, she signed. If how sounds a bit love a Disney Planet motto, it perhaps is. following a 1 week of peace of music, libations, and decay, yet, it starts to do ultimate feeling.